Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Ayodhya. Of course, viewers, a lot is going to take place through the course of the day. Rupees 15,000 crore worth of developmental projects are slated to be inaugurated. PM Modi has, in fact, you see those visuals on your screens, PM Modi has, in fact, held his roadshow in Ayodhya. Meanwhile, with us on the broadcast is Mr. D.K. Giri, foreign affairs expert, and Mr. Himanshu Bharat, political analyst. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for staying with us and being so patient with us on NewsX. I'm going to quickly start by roping in Mr. D.K. Giri, and of course, I'm going to quickly just give you a quick figure. You know, we were in fact having this conversation, and in 2021, we saw 15.7 million people, visitors, visit Ayodhya. Now we're in fact expecting a 5 to 10-fold increase in the number of visitors. So for now, we're going to take the statistic as 75 million plus visitors now coming in to Ayodhya, which means that there's an additional 60 million visitors coming in. Now, if we in fact look at rupees 20,000 as a personal spending, that means that with these additional 60 million people who will be coming in, we're expecting about 1.2 lakh crores worth of economic boom is what we're expecting in 2024. Now, here's my question. Yearly spiritual visitors to Mecca, Medina are over 3 million. Here, with the Ram Mandir inauguration, we are expecting 75 million. Vatican, over 6.8 million. Ram Mandir, again, we're expecting 75 million plus. Char Dham, over 4 million. Kedarnath, over 1 million. Mahakumbh, over 40 million. Vaishno Devi, over 7.5 million. Badrinath, over 1 million. These are the numbers, or the number of annual visitors to all these holy places. And Ram Mandir, we're expecting 75 million. So do you think, are these figures a representation of the global traction that the Ram Mandir is garnering? And what does this mean for Ayodhya?
Well, tourism is a big revenue earner. Tourism always aids the economy, like Mr. Bharat was saying. The money is spread across the society, and religious tourism out of all is most important. And the numbers that you gave are quite attractive, and it will certainly be important. But there, mind you, so far all Hindu tourists, and whether it will be open to European or the Western tourist with the bigger currency, that is something we have to see. And Taj Mahal has been one of the 7 wonders for us, which was a big revenue earner, and Ayodhya would be another. My concern is, it's really esoteric. It is obvious that it will help our economy. It will also put us in the international map, like Mr. Bharat was saying, as one of the religious citadels of Hinduism, and it will attract Hindus from across the world. Vatican or Mecca, Medina, and Ayodhya could be seen or perceived as the same wavelength. But my concern is its impact on our politics and our society. That is a deeper question that we need to look at. What would be the future of our politics with a focus fully shifting to Ayodhya as the holy site, of Hindus. If you want my take on that, I would like to share that with you if you have time, because that is a question I was expecting you to ask me. What would be its impact? But in the beginning, very briefly, I said this is a moment of joy, and it is a multi-party event. Although government is taking the initiative, and they have invited people from across the country, from all walks of life, so which is very encouraging. And religious tourism should grow, but it is making a fundamental shift in our politics. In fact, a constitutional shift that I do not know whether people are conscious of. That silently or not so silently, we are making a radical shift from our previous stance on religion and politics to a new position. I'm not saying it is wrong. In fact, I would be advocating for it, but it has to be nuanced and it has to be very carefully crafted. Otherwise, in the excitement, we might cause a heavy disruption in our politics and society. That is my only concern.
All right, so stay on with us. Of course, with us on the broadcast is Mr. Himanshu Bhatt. So I'm just going to ask you a very simple question. You know, from the looks of it, if we just talk about the numbers and we talk about the development that's taking place, we're making it more comfortable for people to come in. We're making it more accommodative. We're giving them all the facilities. We're beautifying it. We're making it more accessible. We're making it more effective. A lot is happening in Ayodhya. You know, do you think all of this that's taking place, do you think this is going to have an impact on, for the time being, we're going to speak about foreigners, do you think it's going to have an impact on foreigners? Do you think they would want to come in more, want to understand the Hindu culture, our history, our scriptures? Do you think that it's going to have any impact on that front?
It will have.
Yes, sorry, was the question to me or Mr. Bhatt?
Mr. Bhatt.
Okay, please, sorry.
It will have a lot of impact. I'll tell you one thing. Because now the time has come, after 9-10 years of this government's rule, as Mr. Giri was saying, extra enthusiasm might lead to something. But let me tell you one thing. This nation has matured out. After 75 years of independence and after the rule of certain political interests for 60 years, the nation has matured out. And when a nation matures out, what happens is it shows its true self to the people, to the world. Now today, very proudly I can say that people don't look down as Indian, don't look down Bharatiyas. You go to any other place and they will say you are from Modi land and they respect you. That mark of respect is something which leads him to how does he live his life. And as a Sanatani, when I say that, if I can explain that, the man or the woman, whoever I am interacting with from the foreign land, will be ready and enthusiastic. They will want to know more. Why is it that yoga has picked up in 150 countries? Just because it's not a physical exercise. It's a peace of mind. See, I just give you an example of yoga. A temple, when inaugurated some months back, attracted a lot of tourists. Why? Because it had that yoga scriptures. Similarly, when Ram Mandir comes up, Ayodhya comes up, when they know a bit of history, they will want to know more. Because see, everyone has something, some USP. Why do you want to go to Greece? Why do you want to go to Germany? Why do you want to go to Britain? The similar way, why do you want to come to Bharat? There has to be some USP. And we are Hindus, we are Sanatanis, whether we like it or not, we have to accept it. Out of 140 crore people, 80% of them are Sanatanis. And just 15% cannot rule this country with that line of thinking. See, it's not majoritarianism. It is basically people are saying that enough is enough. We have suffered a lot and we remain poor for 60 years of a rule. Now let's give it a chance to someone else. Why is it that the previous ones could not do what this is being done? Why this problem should come till 2014 or 15 after 1947? My basic question. Garibi Hatao was a symbol, was a slogan in 1971, if I remember it correctly. I just started my journalism.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.